Hello students, today we are going to see which is most expected assertion reason question. Come on, let's watch that assertion reason questions. Generally, assertion reason questions are based on the concept only. If you are thorough in the concept, this full marks are in your paper. Yes, let us watch the assertion reason question. See, first and foremost, they will give one assertion related to that reason. Now, they have given that four option. In that four option, what are the four options will be there? Assertion and reason. Both are correct statement. And the reason is correct explanation for the assertion. That is what two statements they have given, assertion and reason. This is one statement and this is another statement. The first statement it will be correct. Second statement which is related or reasonable way they that is provided. Okay, now second option what it is? The second option, assertion and reason both are correct statement, but the reason is not correct explanation for the assertion. So both they have given, both will be correct, but second statement, that is reason statement, which is not relevant to the first statement, which is not reasoning, just this will give another one more statement that is also will be correct, but that will not be relevant to that first statement. Yes, now third one, assertion is correct but reason is wrong statement. One statement will be correct, the other statement will be wrong. Or else assertion is wrong but the reason is correct statement, like ulta. Okay, so come on, let us watch this actually assertion reason. If you are thorough your concept, you are winning in that race to find the answer. Come on, let's go for it. Empirical formula mass, empirical mass of ethane is half of its molecular mass. The second one, empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in the compound. Empirical formula, it is nothing. That is the simplest whole number ratio of various atom present in the molecule. Now, for example, you just take that carbon and hydrogen, C6H6. So that means carbon is one atom, hydrogen is another atom, various atom present in the molecule. Number of atoms will be there, but you have to bring it in a simplest whole number. So what is the simplest whole number? C and H, 1 is to 1. So this is the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, now for example, C12, H22, O11. So what is the simplest whole number? Whole number ratio. As you go for this, you will not find simplest whole number. So just to put 12 is to 22 is to 11 in that way. So in that carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So various atom present in the molecule that we are finding in a simplest ratio. Okay, now what is the molecular mass of benzene? You know very well, C6H6, it's a benzene, famous benzene aromatic compound. Okay, now this is molecular mass, what it is? 78. Now what is this molecular mass? Carbon and hydrogen. Carbon 12 plus hydrogen how much? Only 1, right? So automatically 13. In this question, I am just giving the example for you. Now come to the original question. Empirical mass of ethane. Ethane, what is the molecular mass? C2H6. Ethane. Methane means only one carbon. Ethane means two carbon. Propane means three. For butane, four. Like that it will go. So ethane, two carbon. So C2H6 is half of its molecular mass. See, empirical formula of ethane. This is actually how much molecular mass? 30. Half of its molecular formula. Definitely what it is? CH3. What is the molecular mass of this? This is 15 only. This molecular mass same idea. So what is it? Exactly, it is correct only. Empirical mass of ethane is half of its molecular mass. Yes, it is exactly correct. First point. Second point, what do you mean by empirical mass? They are giving the reason. Empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in the compound. I hope you got a clear idea about this question. I know which question, which answer you will provide. Which answer? First answer, second answer, third answer, or fourth answer? Yes, your eyes will fall on the first answer. Assertion and reason both are correct statement, and the reason is correct explanations for the assertion. Yes, this is from NCERT textbook only. All the questions actually I collected from NCERT textbook as well as some important question bank. Yes, you can follow easily and you can understand also very well. Hope you can follow this. The next question. Assertion. Combustion of 16 gram of methane gives 18 gram of water. Reason. In the combustion of methane, water is one of the product. Actually, general idea, hydrocarbon burning, you will get water and carbon dioxide. Completely combustion time. Okay, fine. Now, let us check. Definitely, the second statement, actually, it's correct. In the combustion of methane, water is one of the product. That's all. Carbon dioxide and water is one of the product. But we have to check, during combustion, 16 gram of methane gives whether it is 18 gram of water or not. That's all. Yes. Now let us find that formula, what it is called. Methane CH4 plus O2. It gives CO2 plus H2O. This is a general equation. Now we have to balance the equation. For balancing only, idiometry method, for what it is, idiometry method which is involving to solve this problem. Yes, what is this idiometry method? Actually, here one easy to balance the equation I just mentioned here. Cx and Hy. Cx and Hy. That is a hydrocarbon of general formula. Cx and Hy plus x plus y by 4 of O2. The same only, carbon and hydrogen. That is a general formula. That is CH4. Here they mentioned, here CX, Hy and x plus y by 4. How many hydrogen is there? That by 4 gives what it is, x of CO2 plus y by 2 of H2O. Now let us check that fine. See, now for example here CH4, how many carbon is available? CX, that means only one carbon is available, so definitely here 1. The second one, hydrogen, how many is there? 4 it is there. That means here x plus y by 4. So 4 by 4 equal to 1. So this one and carbon also 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2 oxygen. So here 1 methane and 2 oxygen. It gives 1 carbon dioxide, and here this is 1. Now here in this y by 2 it is there. No, y actually how many? 4 it is there. So 4 by 2, how much? It is 2. So 2 water molecules will be coming. I hope you got a clear idea how to solve. Okay, I'll give one more example. The C2H6 plus O2. It gives CO2 plus H2O. See, it's a general formula. Hydrocarbon during combustion time. Carbon dioxide and water only you will be getting. But balancing, it's a matter. So here, according to this, if we are going, we cannot balance. So let us go for this here 2. If we put 2, here are actually how many carbons are available? 4 carbons are available. So I just put it 4 carbon dioxide. Yes. Now hydrogen, how many are there? 12 hydrogen are there. So 12 hydrogen means here x plus y by 4, no? So let us put x. How many x's is there? 4 x is there. Plus y, how many are there? 6 into 2. That means 12 divided by 4. So you will get how much? 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So 4 plus 3, 702. Okay, now let us check. Now here 702 means hydrogen, how many are here? Here actually 6, but here it is 2. So 6 twos are 12. So here actually what it is? Y by 2. So y by 2 means here y how much? 12 divided by 2. So you will get 6H2O. Right. Now let us check whether it is balanced or not. So here 2CO, C2H6 plus 7O2, it gives 4CO2 plus 6H2O. So here 4 carbon is there. Yes, 4 carbon is available. Hydrogen, how many are there? 12 hydrogen is there. Yes, here 6 twos are 12 hydrogen is there. Now we have to consider the oxygen, because oxygen only it's pending. Okay, now oxygen, 7 oxygens are there. 7 twos are 14 oxygens are there. Here let us check. Here 4 twos are 8. 8 plus here 6. 6 is there. So 8 plus 6 how much? 14. Yes, it's balanced. It's proved. Yes, the same way. Now come to the main point. Why I am giving this idea. CXHY plus X plus Y by 4 O2, it gives X CO2, whatever it is here, that you have to provide that. If you are using that any number of moles, that is also you can provide according to that. And Y by 2 according to this. Yes, now why I am providing this, easy to balance the equation. That is very very important for the chemistry equations, right? Okay, now come to this point. Now here 1 mole of methane, that is 16 carbon only, no, 16 grams. So CH4 carbon, how much? 12 plus hydrogen 4. So altogether 16 gram only. Yes, it is 16 gram only. 16 gram of methane gives 18 gram of water. Is it correct? Here how much it is providing? Here 2 into 18. So 2 into here oxygen, 16 plus 2, 18. So here how much? 36. So 36 grams of water molecule we are getting. So that means 36 gram of water it's getting. So that means this statement is correct? No, not at all. So what is the answer you will provide? That what it is? Assertion is wrong. What it is? Assertion is wrong, but reason, in the combustion methane, what it is? Combustion of methane, water is one of the product. It's a mandatory. It has to give the product of water. Why? Because during combustion of hydrocarbon, you will get carbon dioxide and water. So water is one of the product they are telling. So that means statement of reason it is correct, but assertion is not at all correct. That's what they mentioned. Assertion is wrong, but the reason is correct. I hope you got a clear idea, and I think you got the clear idea about how to solve this problem also. Cx and Hy plus x plus y by 4 O2, it gives x CO2 plus y by 2 H2O. Yes, fine. Let us go some more important questions from assertion reason. The next question, it's really interesting. A single carbon 12 atom is exactly 12 AMU. AMU is atomic mass unit, and a mole of these atom has mass of exactly 12 grams. Exactly, it's true. Why you know? See, a single carbon atom actually exactly 12 AMU. That means atomic mass unit, and a mole of atom has exactly 12 carbon. So why we are mentioning that a mole of atoms of a mass exactly 12 carbon? Any mole, whatever you take, 1 mole of hydrogen, 1 mole of hydrogen, exactly 1 gram. 1 mole of oxygen, 1 mole of oxygen, exactly O2, if you take exactly what it is, 32. Only O means exactly 16. These are all grams only. So, and one more thing here I wanted to mention, why always we are taking carbon 12, because it's a standard atomic mass. Other atoms and all we are having decimal numbers, but carbon 12, exactly 12 we are keeping. That is what we are taking, what it is, standard atomic mass. Always we are comparing with carbon 12. Okay, now the second point, reason, a mole of atom of any element has a mass in grams equal to its atomic mass. They mention it's an atomic mass. Yes, of course. Here now, for example, nitrogen we are keeping means it's a 14 grams, it's an atomic mass. Oxygen, it's a 16, it's an atomic mass. Hydrogen 1, it's an atomic mass. Carbon 12, it's an atomic mass. So we are mentioning in grams. That is what it has mentioned. So what is the exact answer? You will get it. The assertion also correct. Reason also, it is relevant to the assertion. So that means assertion and reason both are correct statement, and reason is the correct explanations for the assertion. I hope you got a clear answer. Yes, now let us go for some more interesting and important assertion reason question. The next question. In a gaseous reaction, ratio of volumes of reactants and gaseous products and is in agreement with their molar ratio. Yes, exactly, it's correct. Gaseous reactions, during gaseous reaction, ratio of volumes of reactants and gaseous products is in agreement with molar ratio. Yes, fine. Now let us go for that reason. Volume of gas is inversely proportional to its moles at a particular temperature and pressure. Yes, here actually it's not correct. Inversely proportional they mention. Actually, Avogadro law, it has mentioned gas is directly proportional to its n number of moles at a particular temperature and pressure. Avogadro laws. Avogadro law. Okay. So actually, volume of gas is directly proportional to the n number of moles at a particular temperature and pressure. But here they mention inversely. Now, which is the correct option? Now, actually, assertion is correct, but reason is not correct, and which is not relevant to the assertion. So, assertion is correct and reason is wrong. Hope you got a clear idea. Option 3, that is C. Okay, now come on. Next class we'll go and watch some more interesting and important assertion reason questions. Thank you for watching, and please hit the bell icon and subscribe this channel so that you will get all the notifications.